Hey everybody, Tanisha Coffee here, aka The Lofty Entrepreneur. Welcome back to the Build With Me series. We are well underway with getting our website going, and for this video, I wanted to show you about how you can add sliders and slides to your pages. Now, what we're looking at now is the contact page that we created, and as you can see, it's not quite how the demo is. So specifically, the section up top here, where you see the contact us, that's not how it was on the demo. And I'm going to show you real quick. On the demo, there is actually a slider up here. Excuse me. A slider up here, and as you can see, the text is large, headline and subhead here, and there are no breadcrumbs over here. So we need to fix our version so that we have our site looking as close to the demo as possible. So we are going to go ahead and go in and do that. So to do that, first things first, we need to go in and we're going to go ahead and go back to our dashboard, and we are going to go and create our sliders and our slides for that page. So Avada has updated its interface, so now it looks a little bit different than perhaps earlier videos. So now the sliders option is here under Avada. We're going to go to sliders, and this entire interface is different as well. So just FYI, just kind of scrolling through some of these, so in case you're looking for things later, you know that they're here. So a quick way to get to your other slides is going to be through this menu here. So you have your sliders and your slides. And the way sliders and slides work is you create a slider, and a slider becomes the frame that holds the slides that you create. You need to have both, and you need to connect them in order for them to be able to appear on your web pages. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. First, we're going to create our slider. Now, because we want our slider to be just like the other sliders that are already on the website, or to match them, we want to use one that's already existing. We don't need to create everything from scratch. So what we can do is just go down and say we'll choose this work page, and we're going to clone the slider. It just takes a couple seconds. And as if we scroll down, we will see work page cloned. And we're going to just do a quick edit right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the name. We are going to we're changing the contact us page. So we're going to do that. And we're going to change that to contact the slug to contact us, and we'll just put new, so that helps us to know that this is the one that we created. And we're going to hit let's do demo. All right, and we're going to hit update slider. All right, so this is our new slider. Now that we have a slider, what we need to do is we need to add a slide to our slider. So what we're going to do, well, let me go ahead and actually take you into slider just so you can see what the options are. Now, again, we're not changing any of this, but I'm just showing you the interface. In the case that you did want to create a slider, or a brand new slider, you could do so. And these are some of the settings you would see. You get to name it. As you can see, this contact us demo is the slug, which becomes your short code if you wanted to copy and paste that in somewhere, if you had a need for that. And then all the settings here, you would want to go into an existing slider and you'd want to copy them to make sure that they match identically. So that would, that's how you would do that if you were creating a new slider from scratch. Now, we're not doing that, so we are going to go ahead and we are going to create our slide that's going to go on the slider. Now, we're basically going to do the same process. We could create a new slide, but it's just easier to, again, clone an existing one. So we're going to do that. So what we want to do, we're going to do once again the quick edit, and we're going to call this contact us, and we're going to call it new. Or no, demo. We did demo. Excuse me. So we're going to name that so we can connect it to the right one. And let's see. We're going to connect it to, I believe our slug for our page is just contact us. So I'm going to choose that. We're going to select them both. So you can have a slide appear on more than one slider. And normally, if I was sure which slider, I think I just named our slider contact us. So we're going to leave that there. And hopefully we'll see. If not, we'll come back and we'll change to select the other one. Either way, the whole point of this section is that this is where you connect your slide to the slider that you want it to appear on. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit update. And now we're going to go in and we're actually going to edit the slide, because this picture is the picture that's on an existing slide, and we don't want to use that picture. I want to show you how you could add your own. All right, so now we're in here. As you can see, background type. So for a slide, you could do an image, but on this, you could also do a background video. Now, remember that a background video means just that. A lot of times with background videos, it'll just be the motion that people will see. They won't actually be able to hear the sound. In order to have a video that would play sound, typically you would need to have it be added to a slide in a different way. I haven't played around with this version of the Avada slides, so I do not know for sure whether or not if you added a video to this particular slide in this way, if the video would actually play or if it would just be background. My guess is it'll just be background. Perhaps I'll test that out in a future video, or you can feel free to do it yourself. But for now, we're focusing on the image. So right here, again, we're not going to mess with any of these settings really, except for one down the page. So we want to name this page. This is the contact us page, contact us. So that's what we're going to name it. It will be centered, and we're going to keep scrolling down. We're not going to change any of this. And in the caption area is the subheadline. So let's do read on to learn more. And then down further, you have the option, you actually can make your slides link to other things. So say that you were hosting an event. If you wanted to have a button on that slide, for people to buy tickets or register for the event, you could do that. You could enter code here or a URL that would actually send people to that specific location. We're not doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click this button so the buttons go away. And this is, if you wanted buttons, then you would use this button option, and you would need to edit this. If you wanted to have the full slide, just if people clicked on it to go to a specific location, you could enter a URL here. I actually don't want to make people go anywhere, so I'm going to put a hashtag, and usually that makes it so it won't go anywhere or do anything. So we are going to scroll back up. We're not going to change anything else except for this picture here. We're going to click on the image so we can edit it. And I'm going to add an image that I uploaded previously. And we're going to set our featured image. So now our image has changed, and we can hit update. All right, now if we have connected let's go back and look at our slider. So while we're here, so we're going to make sure, I'm going to re-look at the slug that I have for my slider to make sure that I've connected my slide to the correct slider. So the page that I created the slug is the Contact Us demo. So let's go in, let's see what make sure. Yeah, so it says Contact Us demo. So I need to make sure that my slide is not connected to the Contact Us page. I'm going to double check rather than leave here and have to come back. So I'm going to make sure that the slide that I just created, the Contact Us demo slide, is connected to this one. So it looks like it's connected to the correct page. So we will see for sure in one moment. All right, so now that we've created our slider and we've created a slide and connected that slide to the slider, we are going to go back to our pages and we're going to go back to our contact page and we're going to hit edit. And we are going to add our slider. So in order to do that, let's see, it's not under layout, it's going to be under sliders. We're going to go here and currently there's no slider. We want to add ours. We're going to add an Avada slider and it's not the Contact Us page that we want to add, it's the Contact Us because that's the one that we created. So we want to add that. Now, if you recall, I said that we had those breadcrumbs on there and we don't want that on there anymore. So the default is to show the content, the page title bar and the content. That's why it was showing the way it was. We want to hide that. And then we are going to hit update. All right, so in hitting update, that takes us back to the top of the page. As you can see now, the first section on our page is now the Avada slider section, and it tells us that the slider that we're using is the Contact Us demo slider, which is what we want. If we ever wanted to change that, we could do it from here, and that would take us into those sections. And let's go ahead and go check out our page. Let's see what it's looking like. So let's scroll back up, and we're going to view our page now. There we go. So now we have our slider at the top of our Contact Us page. We have our headline, our subheadline, and we have our contact page as we designed. So we are good to go. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. Go ahead and create your sliders and slides for your pages that are missing them. If you want to be a superstar, you'll go ahead and do that in advance. Otherwise, no worries. We will do that for the rest of the pages that we need to do it for in the upcoming videos. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.